Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing my experience, my personal experience from buying a car from Carvana, as well as the car that I bought, which was the Smart fortwo Electric 2018. Um, First of all, this is not a sponsor video. I don't even know what that would be like. I only do this to help you guys out in case you want to buy a car or a Smart, basically. Having said that, okay, so the Smart car is a car that I've been wanting to buy forever. So like since they came out 2008 or even before when I saw them in Europe, that has been the car of my dreams. I have wanted a Smart for so long. It is, it's the car of my dreams. Some people want Ferraris, some people want Lambos. I wanted a Smart. And so finally saved the money and got a Smart. Now, it seemed like a really good deal because the car had almost no mileage. It just seemed perfect. One can almost say too good to be true. Got it with Carvana. It was actually pretty simple to buy a car from Carvana. You could call them, ask questions. They have this Sebastian. It's like a Siri, just so that you can also ask the questions to that kind of computer. But I went ahead and bought it. They basically told me step by step everything that you need to do. They make it so easy, at least for me, being in a pandemic, and not wanting to go out to a car dealership or anything like that. And the fact that it gets delivered to you, it was definitely the way to go. I tried to just get it from an auction house and just have it delivered here, but it was just so expensive. The car, it was like almost $1,200 just for delivery. So it wasn't gonna work out for me to get it from a different place. I also tried OfferUp, to see if I could get a Smart car locally. But even then, if somebody was in Jersey or upstate New York, they didn't want to bring the car to me anyways. So it was a struggle. So that's why I decided to check out Carvana, because honestly, there's so many commercials about it. So like they keep saying Carvana, Carvana, Carvana. I am a sucker for marketing. I mean, they make these kinds of things for people like me. And yeah, so I got the car. Everything with Carvana seemed fine. Everything actually was fine, very clear, so I like that about it. I had to switch my license because I have my Puerto Rico license, and I never really bothered to change it or exchange it for a New York license. And everything just seemed to be going just right. I went to the DMV in Brooklyn. They were like, nope, you're not gonna get an appointment today, but because the pandemic, they're doing reservations. So I had to get a reservation. I didn't have one. I tried to do it online. It was just really difficult for me to get that appointment. I didn't know where to go. It was very hard. So, when I was there in line, in the cold, outside, they showed me where it is that you need to go to get the appointment. Once I knew where it was, I got the appointment the same day for a different location in Manhattan. So I got the appointment, I set it up. 15 minutes, I was done exchanging the license. I mean, it's a very easy, simple process. You give your old license and they send you the new one. So it was easy, painless. Then I had to get insurance. The only insurance that I could get that was cheap, not super cheap, but like the cheapest was Geico. So I went with Geico after researching, all of these name brands, Progressive and Allstate. And basically all of them wanted to charge an insane amount of money. So I had to go with Geico. So I did that. Then I also had to, the other thing that I had to do was, I'm sorry, I forgot. I got the seat covers. I got the thing. In Puerto Rico, we always use a little brake, like the thing to put on the wheel. I got everything, the security, because, honestly, the only security that that car has itself is just a panic button. It doesn't really have that much security, and I wanted to have a little something extra, so I got one of those. Seat covers, I even got a little thing for the wheel in the Dollar Tree for $1. Basically everything, everything I got, because I was gonna keep this car. It was a $16,000 car. I put 10,000 down, basically all of my savings, and then I was gonna pay. I gonna do a financing for the 17 for the $7,000 that was left. I know $17,000 for a Smart is like a lot of money, but like I said, this seemed to be an awesome car. Like almost no mileage. Barely new. So it was just looking really good. Okay, so I got the car. The person from Carvana delivered the car. They couldn't come to my house. They couldn't come to my house because there's no parking. This is Brooklyn. There's no parking anywhere. That's fine. We met on the Domino's. This is Sunset Park. There's a Domino's right there on, 39th Street. So we met right there. As soon as the guy was very nice. It's important to know that the guy was very nice. The car looked good. The car on the exterior looked good, just like the pictures. So far, so good. There was one thing that I thought was a little strange. It was that the car said something about a tire. The tire need to be adjusted. Please adjust the tire now. And I asked the guy, what is this? And why is this showing up yellow? Like, why? What's going on? And he said that it was maybe because it was on the, on the truck, the little truck that they bring you the car. And he said that it should go away in a couple of days, and if not, to give them a call. So I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, I have no idea about electronic cars. I just know that I am pro-planet and eco-friendly, and I want to do my part. So I felt like a electronic car would be okay. I had already checked to see where I could charge it. There were like 2 or 3 places near in Sunset Park that I could go charge it. Did I personally go to these places? No, I did not personally go to these places. I probably shouldn't. And that's why I'm telling you how it is. Okay, the reason why this is important is because they gave me the car charged only 35%. So 35% is a very scary number. It was like 35%. Now, I asked him, why would they give me a car charged only 35%? I thought that maybe it would be at least charged 50%. And the guy said, no, it's actually supposed to be charged 75% or 100% before we give it to you. I don't know why he couldn't tell me why it wasn't charged. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I had to go around and I have to go to those charge points that I told you that I didn't go before. I knew that they were there, but I never went to charge the actual car to those places because I didn't have a car. So I only knew that where I could charge it, because it was important for me to know if I'm getting an electric car. I don't have a home. I have to charge it somewhere. I don't have a home charge. You need a house to live in when you're going to charge your car at home. So since I don't have that, I needed to find a place to charge it. So I knew that they were right there. What I didn't know was that in Sunset Park, Industry City, Brooklyn, the parking is $15 to charge the car. The charge point station, it's inside a parking lot that you then have to pay $15 for the day to charge the car. Because the car obviously is not going to charge in 15 minutes, which is the allotted free time that they give you. The car charges in 2 to 3 hours to 100%, which is $15. That means that every time I have to go charge it, it would be $15. for a $5 charge, because it only costs like $5 to charge to 100%, which I thought, that's great. That's what they told me when I called ChargePoint, is that that's basically the approximate of how much it would be to charge the car. So that wasn't an option right there and then, and I had to either reject the car, because he told me you can reject the car and we can schedule it a different time. I'm like, no, I want the car now. You know what I mean? I've waited for this car for so long. The date that I had it set up got canceled because the little truck where they bring it broke down, so they had to another week. I had to postpone it for another week. So I wanted the car right there and then, and I told them, no, I'll charge it myself. I just needed to know where and how. So now I'm looking at another option. There was another charge point in Whole Foods. Whole Foods is a supermarket that, it's nice, really nice supermarket. And there was another, it was a little further. It wasn't super close by to, to the one that I had right here, right next to my job. But it was right there, and I just figured, let me check it out just to see, what's the deal in Whole Foods. Let's see if I don't have to pay parking in Whole Foods. Let's see how it is. What's the deal with that? So you can charge it in Whole Foods, and you can charge it for free. So imagine my reaction, free. Yeah. But then it's only for people that are shopping in Whole Foods. So while you shop, you can charge your car. So I go, right? I shopped, I spent $68, and I got the car charged to like 50%. That was an hour, right? $68 of shopping. Because really, you could just walk around for 2 hours, not buy anything, and charge the car for free, technically, but I feel like I'm a decent person, and I don't think I feel comfortable doing that, so I would at least go and shop. I'm not gonna stand, you gotta remember, like, I'm working standing up. I really don't necessarily want to be walking around shopping in a Whole Foods for 2 hours. So after I charged it to 50%, I decided, okay, this is great that I got a little charge, because I needed it since I was like so low. But this is not the way for me to charge the card. I'm not going to be there for 2 or 3 hours. I'm not going to be in the Whole Foods for 2 or 3 hours. I thought maybe this could be my reading time and I could read while I'm in the car. But no. So I decided, let me pay the parking so that I can, park it, charge it, go to work, then on my break, pick up the car while there's still a little bit sunlight. Now, I chose to do this on the most cold day of November so far. So that wasn't fun. I was freezing my ass. It was so cold, okay? So that wasn't fun. You have to call, you have to call them up while you're charging. Before you charge, you have to call them up so that they take the credit card, they put it through a machine so that, ChargePoint will then, you put the machine in, you're talking on the phone. You're talking on the phone to a machine. And then the machine will ask you for the credit card number, this and that, and then the charge will go through, and then you can charge the car. So I did that, and then I walked as fast as I humanly possibly could to my job. And then after what I thought was 3 hours, I went back. It went past the 3 hours. So instead of charging me $12, she charged me $15. Thank you. So, fine. It's 100%. So if the car is 100%, then this is good. This should last me a couple of days, right? I'm thinking it should be a couple of days at least. I was hoping for like maybe a week, like something. I go the next day, wake up early, right? I did some errands the day I charged it 100%. And I did some errands the day after. The car was 50% already the next day. 100% one day, 50% the next day after a couple of errands. I want to say I used it maybe for 20 miles, 25 miles. You know, when you get a car from Carvana in this 7-day week trial, you can use the car up to 400 miles. But you have to remember, the whole time that I had the car, I had this thing beeping about the tire. It would be beep beep to let you know that there's something wrong with the tire. This issue never went away. And on top of that, I was running on a 30% charged electric car. Now, when I realized this, I told them I needed to return the car because of the tire issue, most of all. Like, I felt like it wasn't what they advertised. Like, there must have been something that could have happened. So I didn't want a car. And second, the battery. There's got to be some issue with the battery. How can you charge the car one day and then have it 50% already the next day? So maybe there was a battery issue. I am not sure. But I wasn't going to keep the car to find out. You know what I mean? So I love the Smart. It's the car of my dreams. Still, I love it. I had seen a review about how you cannot use it for long distances. I had seen a review about how Smart completely ruined the cars by making them 100% electric. I didn't really feel that that was going to be an issue that bothered me. Having purchased the car, having dealt with the situation where I live in Brooklyn, I would not go with an electric car, you know, a Smart electric car. I would absolutely would recommend against it. I would absolutely 100% recommend Carvana in the sense that at least I was able to return it and I'm supposed to get my money back. So we will see. So we will have an update about that. I returned the car today. I should have my money in a couple of days. So it was a good experience and a learning experience. And this is basically why I wanted to share it with you. I am not disappointed in the Smart, you know, because I still love the Smart. This is the car of my dreams. So I want to look for a gas Smart. It's really hard to find a gas Smart that's in good condition just because they're much older. They're much older vehicles. But basically, yeah, I'm gonna have to search a little more for my dream car. And if you guys have any comments about what you think, if you've had personally purchased the Smart electric fortwo, let me know in the comments. I want to know what you feel about it. I feel like it's a perfect car for someone who can charge at night every day from their home. I feel like that would be perfect. If that was my situation, I probably would have kept the car. Having, you know, the situation in which I live in Brooklyn, I don't think I can say or recommend to anyone to get a electric Smart. And Carvana, so far so good. So thank you so much, guys. I just wanted to share this. Thank you so much. Good night.